Hey everybody, my name is Lauren and today I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys asked me a few days ago. I put up a poll on Instagram and I got a couple questions. I got some that were the same and I also got some other ones, so I will be addressing all of that today in this video. Just please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you have any more questions, just comment down below whatever questions you have for your natural hair. And yeah, so let's just get right into the video. Okay, so I got this, some of these questions were repetitive, but I'll just address all of them. So the first question is like, what's the best way to detangle your hair? So basically, I would not even suggest, I'm not even suggesting this. The way that you're supposed to detangle your hair is while your hair is wet. I don't want to say in the shower. I don't wash my hair in the shower. So just while your hair is wet with conditioner. Now, this may vary. Everyone's hair is different and everybody's hair detangles differently. And then also this would depend on how old your hair is. If you detangled your hair 3 days ago, it wouldn't be as tangled as it would be if you waited like 2 weeks. So for that, the best way to detangle your hair is definitely do it within a timely manner, so that way you don't have to fight your hair when you detangle it. And then also, it has to be wet and you have to find the right conditioner. And with detangling your hair, depending on your hair texture, there are a few ways that you can detangle it. Some people like to use a comb or brush, and then you can just work your way from the bottom all the way up. Or I personally finger detangle, but the only thing when I finger detangle, I find that I don't really get like my roots too well, especially like back here. I don't really get it that well. So it all just depends on your preference, and it also depends on your hair texture. I know that if you have a coarser texture, it's kind of hard to finger detangle, and then you have to kind of pull it separately, and that takes a really long time. So just find a hair brush or comb that you like, and you can do it that way. This all really depends on what you like. It's just I'm just gonna give you all the different types that you can do just to weigh out your options. Another question is what helps with frizz. So this all depends on your hair type. So I know, like, for me, what helps me with frizz is gel. But at the end of the day, if you are natural, your hair is going to get frizzy regardless, but it's just reducing the frizz. So that just reduces my frizz for me. And basically, my hair does get frizzy still, like on like the 5th and 6th day. Yeah, my hair's still going to get frizzy, but it just reduces the amount of frizz opposed to me not putting any gel at all. My hair would get frizzy that day. So yeah, also another thing attached to frizz is deep conditioning. If you're not deep conditioning your hair, then your hair is going to be dry, which is another question that I got. My hair is dry. You need to deep condition. That will help with frizz. It'll help with your hair being dry. Deep conditioning, I feel like a lot of people, they don't know the benefits of deep conditioning just because it's not a overnight thing. You deep conditioning once, you're not going to see a difference. But when you constantly do it all the time, then you're going to notice that your hair is it's moisturized. I deep condition once a week. That's what I would recommend. But if you don't do that, just every time you style your hair, you should be deep conditioning. Also, another thing, if you don't have time to deep condition, because I know I don't have time to deep condition, you can deep condition overnight, or maybe put your hair up in like a protective style. Put the deep conditioner in your hair and then maybe put it up in a bun, go do your thing, whatever you're doing for the day, and then come back home, and then whenever you can, just wash it out. So yeah. Another thing, as far as why your hair can be dry, that's a question that I got, is why is my hair so dry? Is you have to know your hair's porosity. Now, I know that a lot of people, they don't know that word. I know when I was new being natural, I just thought I put products on my hair, it was curly, boom, that's it. I thought that if I watched somebody with my hair texture, and I used the products that they used, then that's how my hair was gonna look. But that's not the case. So with natural hair, yes, your curl type does play a very small part in what products you need. But another thing that plays a big part is your hair's porosity. So basically, I'm gonna have a whiteboard here. I'm gonna draw it. So basically what porosity is your hair's ability to hold moisture. So there's 3 types of porosity. I'm not gonna go too deep in it. I'm just gonna explain it really quickly. So basically, if your hair is high in porosity, I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, so if your hair is basically high in porosity, then you have a lot of room in between your hair cuticles. So it's easy for water and moisture to get in, but it's also very easy for water to get out at the same time. Another type of porosity is medium porosity. This is the ideal, like, your hair retains moisture pretty well. So your hair basically gets moisture and retains moisture pretty well. So it can enter pretty easily and it can close pretty easily. Now, if you have low porosity, then that could be another reason, because for low porosity hair, it's hard for moisture. Your hair is not very porous. So that's what, like, the pores of your hair, that's what porosity comes from. So it's hard for moisture to get in, but once it is in, it's hard for it to get out because the cuticles are basically closed. High porosity, your cuticles are open. Medium porosity, it's like easy to get in and out, you know. I'm not going to get too deep into that. But if you guys want me to explain that a little bit more, then just put it down in the comments and I can make a separate video for that. But basically, knowing your hair's porosity is very important when trying to figure out what products you need. So along with porosity, another thing that you need to know about your hair is your hair's density. That plays another big part in the type of products that you need. So basically, hair density is how dense your hair is. And the way you figure that out is you take a section and you put your thumb and your index finger over it. And that's your hair density. Now, how much product do you use? If you grab your section and it's this big, this is how much product you use. Now, also, some people may not like that. Some people may like more or less product. I like more product on my hair. I use just a little bit more product. I know I have a lot of hair and my hair is very dense, so it doesn't matter how much, like, me using a lot of product isn't going to really affect it because I need to use a lot anyway. But depending on how you personally like your hair to look, then that also just determines how much you need. But if you just want like a starting base, then it would be to figure out your hair density and just go from there. Okay, so that was basically all the questions that I got. If you want to keep your hair shiny, if you need your hair moisturized, it's all the same thing. Figure out your hair porosity and your hair density and use the right amount of product and use the correct products. If you need to detangle your hair has to be wet. I do not want anybody to be detangling their hair while it's dry. That's a no-no. Also, along with that, don't detangle your hair every day. Detangle your hair when you're washing it in the shower. You're not supposed to detangle your hair every single day. It's different when your hair is straight. Yeah, you're going to brush your hair out every day when it's straight. But when it's in its natural state, you do not need to comb through it or brush through it every day. No. Don't do that. And yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you have any more suggestions for me that you want me to do a video on, or you want my own opinion on, then please leave it in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and like I said before, do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.